Hello and welcome back to the 3 Pixels. Now, I know what you're thinking, this is a video, I'm sat here, I'm not talking to you through a podcast microphone, but we're trying something new, something different. Now, I know that these AirPods Pro aren't new in any shape or form, but the hype is over, people aren't talking about them. Are they still any good? Well, we're going to unbox and try them out, set them up for the first time here with you guys live. Typical Apple box. I actually had the regular AirPods recently, and I'll be comparing those to the Pro, so stay tuned for that video. Of course, Apple make it a whole experience with the unboxing. That's why we're doing it here on camera for the first time. Just pull a tab and you're in. No knives, nothing necessary. There are plenty of knives around here we could have used, but unfortunately, Apple don't want us to do that. They just want us to do it their way. So, here we go. On top, we have the usual documentation designed by Apple in California. And I am kind of expecting what we got here. Yeah, AirPods Pro, it's telling you how to connect them. They are so easy to connect like the regular AirPods. If you haven't owned the regular AirPods, you might not know that they are super straightforward to connect. So that's all that. There's a bunch of warranty. I mean, no one's reading these. Apple, make them digital. They don't need to be physical paper anymore, because guess what? No one's reading them anyway. They're going straight in the trash, so you can do better, Apple. You don't need to have physical paperwork anymore. People don't expect it. So let's pop that to the side. And then inside here, we have the AirPods Pro themselves. I believe you can only still get them in white, so it'd be nice if we had some different colors. Product red and black would be nice. However, if we pull the tab around the AirPods, that was less satisfying. That was very much less satisfying. There we are, the AirPod Pros themselves. They have that new Apple product smell. Anyone who's owned Apple products before will know. It's this just smell that they have. It's very weird, but it's very cool. It feels a lot sturdier and more premium, I would say, than the last AirPods I had, the non-Pros. We'll get to these in just a second. Inside here, there's a little tab actually that tells you to pull it up. There is more in here. And then you have the different buds. So these attach in a magnetic way, I believe. They certainly don't attach like normal buds do on earphones, of course, the Apple. They're going to do it slightly differently. So we'll have a look at those. I believe the mediums are on there as standard. And then we have, I believe, yes, USB Type-C, not Lightning, so keep that in mind. Oh no, it is. I take that back. It's USB-C to Lightning, so it's not regular USB. Honestly, one of my biggest gripes right now with Apple is there's no standard connector on a lot of things. Sometimes they decide to put a normal USB to Lightning, sometimes they decide that their products will be USB Type-C. If we can see them all go to USB Type-C, if we could see the bottom of the AirPods go to USB Type-C, that would be perfect, because I have to deal with different cables for different things, and it is really annoying. However, I have a bunch of Lightning cables, so I will just probably use one of those instead. So, if we put all of this off to the side and have a look at the AirPods themselves here. We're going to do a first setup, so I've got an iPhone here with me, and typically, all that we need to do, if I unlock it here, all that we need to do is open them near the phone. And there we are. It pops up on the screen for the first time. And we click connect. And there we go. It's giving us our media control there. On the top camera, you should see this. Telling us how to do the noise control, how to do everything else, transparency mode, all those good things, which we'll go into a deeper dive in the review, so stay tuned for that. So the headphones themselves, I think have about 4 or 5 hours. I'll correct it on screen if I am wrong. And then you can charge them up with the case as well to get some extra time out of them. So yeah, I never had an issue with the old AirPods. I never really felt that I was charging them up all the time. And as these will have wireless charging, just being able to pop them onto the nightstand at night is really no hassle at all. So yeah, they're paired, they're ready to go. And let's give them a little test drive. So noise cancelling, I believe, has kicked in straight away. That would be my, yeah. It suddenly sounds like I'm in my own little bubble. That's cool. We can turn that off and it makes a little beep. And then we've got transparency mode. Wow, okay. that kind of feels like you're not wearing headphones at all. It's really weird. I would say that the highs are a little bit more pronounced. It's not completely like I'm not wearing them, but I would say it's pretty close. I could probably forget, especially once I get the right earbuds in, I could probably forget about that. So for the purpose of this first test, I'm just gonna go to off, just so that I can really hear them as they're supposed to be. So if we just open up some music, Apple Music of course, and do you know what? Hotel California is supposed to be one of the best tracks for testing headphones. So that is what we will try it on. Oh, that's weird. Oh, so transparency mode just came on. I pulled out the headphones to check something because we heard a noise. And transparency mode just came on automatically in the other area. I think so anyway, that's what it sounds like. That's weird, okay. Maybe that's a setting you can change. I don't know if I'd like that all the time, but that's kind of cool. It realizes that you want to listen to something and it's like, okay, what's going on around you? That's really cool. Immediately, they are way better than the original AirPods. I think just in having that seal, you can hear a lot more of the detail. I'll have to put more hours in them and really burn them in to see if they're actually better fully. But I'd say initially, first impressions, I'm impressed with these. Hotel California, I can hear the cymbals really nice and cleanly. I can hear all the different instruments. I've heard this song so many times, I know what I'm looking for, and I've heard it on so many different headphones. The bass seems quite nice. I actually would say that potentially these have better bass than some of the beats that I've heard. It's definitely seeming more controlled and less muddy. However, I need to put hours into these, listen to different genres, different songs to really get to grips with them. But so far, I'm pretty impressed. These are really, really good. So stay tuned for the full review. I'll go into all the features, how to use them, things I've noticed. That is coming up in a future video, so stay tuned for that. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, do so now. If you enjoyed the video, hit a like. If you have any questions or things that you'd like me to answer in the full review, leave them in the comment section down below. But with that, I will see you in the next video.